2026 Minnesota DMV Motorcycle Permit Test 340 questions and complete answers. Question 1. When changing lanes? Option A. There is no need to do a head check if you use your mirrors. Option B. Mirrors provide a full view of the road around your motorcycle. Option C. You should turn your head and look over your shoulder. Option D. You can assume drivers will properly respond to your turn signal. The correct answer is option C. You should turn your head and look over your shoulder. Explanation. Motorcycles have blind spots just like any other vehicle. Always turn your head and look over your shoulder to check for traffic in your blind spot before changing lanes. Question 2. Reflective clothing should. Option A. Never be worn. Option B. Be worn only during the day. Option C. Be worn only at night. Option D. Be worn day and night. The correct answer is option D. Be worn day and night. Explanation. Most motorcycle crashes occur in broad daylight. Increasing your visibility by wearing bright colors and reflective materials is a good idea at all times. Question 3. Which of the following is not a benefit of riding in a close group? Option A. It takes up minimal space on the highway. Option B. The group is easy to see. Option C. The group is unlikely to be split up. Option D. The riders will get to their destination more quickly in a close group than a group that is spread out. The correct answer is option D. The riders will get to their destination more quickly in a close group than a group that is spread out. Explanation. Riding in close ranks is recommended over riding in a group that is spread out because the group will take up less space on the road, be easier for others to see, and be less likely to get separated at traffic lights and during passes. Question 4. When riding, the best protection for an operator is Option A. A cushion of space between their vehicle and other vehicles. Option B. A good leather jacket. Option C. Sturdy boots. Option D. A good understanding of motorcycle laws. The correct answer is option A. A cushion of space between their vehicle and other vehicles. Explanation. Your first and best protection against collisions with other vehicles is simply to keep your distance from them. The only way to be sure you will have enough time to react to mistakes made by other drivers is to leave plenty of space between you and the vehicles around you. Wearing proper gear is also important when riding a motorcycle. Question 5. When it is obvious that you are going to turn, you Option A. Do not need to use a turn signal. Option B. Should still use a turn signal. Option C. Only need to use a turn signal if there are nearby pedestrians. Option D. Only need to use a turn signal if you are at a stoplight. The correct answer is option B. Should still use a turn signal. Explanation. You must use proper turn signals every time you turn or change lanes, even if you think your intentions are obvious. Signals are always important, even if no one else seems to be around to see them. There may be other vehicles nearby that you can't see or haven't yet noticed. Question 6. Why should a load be placed low on a motorcycle? Option A. If a load is too high, it raises the center of gravity. Option B. If a load is too high, it may interfere with the turn signals. Option C. It may be difficult to see over a load that is placed too high. Option D. Others can't see your load if it is low. The correct answer is option A. If a load is too high, it raises the center of gravity. Explanation. Placing a load too high on a motorcycle will raise the motorcycle's center of gravity and risk upsetting its balance. Question 7. When riding in a group, inexperienced riders should ride. Option A. In the front of the group. Option B. Right behind the leader. Option C. At the back of the group. Option D. Wherever they are most comfortable. The correct answer is option B. Right behind the leader. Explanation. When riding in a group, inexperienced riders should ride just behind the leader near the front of the group. This allows more experienced riders to keep an eye on them from the back of the group. Question 8. Which formation is best for keeping the riders in a group close together? Option A. Pyramid. Option B. Staggered. Option C. Single file. Option D. Compressed. The correct answer is option B. Staggered. Explanation. A staggered formation is generally the best way for a group to maintain close ranks, while also allowing each rider to maintain an adequate cushion of space. A single file formation is preferable when taking curves, turning, or entering or exiting a highway. Question 9. riding at night. Option A is discouraged. Option B is made safer by wearing reflective clothing. Option C is not safe because other drivers cannot see your turn signals. Option D should only be done in the city. The correct answer is option B, is made safer by wearing reflective clothing. Explanation: you should wear reflective materials when riding at night to make yourself more visible to other road users. Question 10. If your motorcycle begins to wobble, you should: Option A, accelerate out of the wobble. Option B, use the brakes gradually. Option C, grip the handlebars firmly and close the throttle gradually. Option D, downshift. The correct answer is option C, grip the handlebars firmly and close the throttle gradually. Explanation: trying to accelerate out of a wobble is dangerous and will only make your motorcycle more unstable. Instead, grip the handlebars firmly without trying to fight the wobble. Gradually close the throttle to slow down and move your weight as far forward and downward as possible. Pull off the road as soon as you can. Question 11. When riding with a passenger, you should: Option A, assume the passenger has traveled by motorcycle before. Option B, not assume the passenger has traveled by motorcycle before and explain the process. Option C, not let them ask questions. Option D, not bother with explaining anything since they are only a passenger and not in control of the motorcycle. The correct answer is option B, not assume the passenger has traveled by motorcycle before and explain the process. Explanation: a motorcycle passenger needs to understand how to ensure a safe ride for both themselves and the operator. An operator should never assume the passenger already knows what to do. Give a passenger complete instructions before every ride. Question 12. To get the best possible protection, wear a helmet that: Option A, fits snugly. Option B, is well worn and broken in. Option C, is pretty loose. Option D, does not have a chin strap. The correct answer is option A, fits snugly. Explanation: choose a helmet that meets U.S. Department of Transportation DOT and state standards. It should fit you snugly all the way around and be free of obvious defects. Question 13. If hazards are on your left, you should ride: Option A, in the left portion of the lane. Option B, in the right portion of the lane. Option C, in the right portion of the lane. Option D, on the shoulder. The correct answers are options B and C. Option B, in the right portion of the lane. Option C, in the right portion of the lane. Explanation: when hazards exist to your left, it is often best to ride in the right portion of the lane. Be prepared to adjust your lane position as road and traffic conditions change. Question 14. To be effective, an eye or face shield must: Option A, fasten securely. Option B, prevent air from passing through. Option C, not allow for eyeglasses to fit underneath. Option D, restrict your vision to the sides. The correct answer is option A, fasten securely. Explanation: to be effective, an eye or face shield must be free of scratches, be resistant to penetration, allow clear views to both sides, fasten securely, permit air to pass through to prevent fogging, and allow room for eyeglasses or sunglasses if needed. Question 15. How often should a motorcycle operator check their mirrors? Option A, never. Option B, occasionally. Option C, frequently. Option D, more often than the amount time spent looking ahead. The correct answer is option C, frequently. Explanation: it is recommended that you frequently check your mirrors to be aware of potential hazards behind you. Question 16. A pre-ride inspection should: Option A, only take a few minutes. Option B, take more than an hour. Option C, be complicated to perform. Option D, not be done before every ride. The correct answer is option A, only take a few minutes. Explanation: it is important to do a thorough inspection of your motorcycle before every ride. This will usually take you only a few minutes. Question 17. To increase your line of sight when preparing to pass another vehicle on its left, you should: Option A, ride in the left portion of your lane. Option B, ride in the right portion of your lane. Option C, ride in the center portion of your lane. Option D, try to stand up on your motorcycle. The correct answer is option A. Ride in the left portion of your lane. Explanation. When preparing to pass another vehicle on its left, you should ride in the left portion of your lane. This will increase your line of sight and make you more visible to oncoming traffic. Question 18. A flat front tire is especially hazardous because option A. It affects how you steer. Option B. The front tire provides the power for the bike, so you will lose acceleration. Option C. The flat tire will shake the bike, making it hard to use the mirrors. Option D. You won't be able to use the brake. The correct answer is option A. It affects how you steer. Explanation. A flat front tire is especially dangerous because it affects your ability to steer. If your front tire goes flat while you are riding, safely exit the road as quickly as possible. Question 19. When riding through a curve, a group of motorcyclists should Option A. Ride in a staggered formation. Option B. Ride in a single file formation. Option C. Ride in a side-by-side formation. Option D. Use both lanes if possible. The correct answer is option B. Ride in a single file formation. Explanation. While a staggered formation is generally recommended, riders in a group should move into a single file formation when taking curves, taking turns, entering a highway, or leaving a highway. Question 20. A simple way to make your motorcycle easier to see is to Option A. Ride with a large flag attached to its frame. Option B. Ride with the headlight turned on. Option C. Wave at other drivers. Option D. Ride on the shoulder whenever possible. The correct answer is option B. Ride with the headlight turned on. Explanation. You can make yourself easier to see by wearing brightly colored, reflective clothing. Ride with your headlight on at all times and use your turn signals and brake light appropriately. Question 21. Motorcycles. Option A. Do not have blind spots because of their small size. Option B. Have blind spots, but they are so small they should not cause concern. Option C. Have blind spots that should be routinely checked. Option D. Are too small to have blind spots. The correct answer is option C. Have blind spots that should be routinely checked. Explanation. Motorcycles have blind spots just like any other vehicle. Always turn your head to check your blind spot before changing lanes. Head checks should be a regular part of your scanning routine. Question 22. A properly fitted motorcycle. Option A. Allows the rider to touch the ground with their feet while seated. Option B. Has a seat even with the rider's waist. Option C. Has a seat that is 10 inches above the rider's waist. Option D. Has a seat that is 10 inches below the rider's waist. The correct answer is option A. Allows the rider to touch the ground with their feet while seated. Explanation. If your motorcycle fits you properly, your feet should be able to reach the ground while you are seated. When riding your motorcycle, keep your feet firmly on the footrests. Question 23. To control a motorcycle properly, you should Option A. Sit so you can use your arms to steer, not to hold yourself up. Option B. Sit far enough back on the seat that you can keep your arms straight. Option C. Keep your knees away from the gas tank. Option D. Drag your feet on the ground. The correct answer is option A. Sit so you can use your arms to steer, not to hold yourself up. Explanation. When riding, sit so you are able to use your arms to control the motorcycle rather than to hold yourself up. Your arms should be slightly bent when you are holding the handle grips. To help maintain your balance, keep your knees against the gas tank and your feet firmly on the footrests. Question 24. When planning a long group ride, which of the following ideas should not be implemented? Option A. The lengths of travel segments should be based on the least experienced rider. Option B. Breaks should be minimized so the riders can get to their destination as soon as possible. Option C. Inexperienced riders should be placed behind the leaders. Option D. The group should maintain a staggered riding formation. The correct answer is option B. Breaks should be minimized so the riders can get to their destination as soon as possible. Explanation. When riding in a group, the length of a route and the lengths of segments of travel should be based on the skill level of the least experienced rider. Groups of riders should take regular breaks to reduce fatigue. Inexperienced riders should be placed behind the leader so more experienced riders can keep an eye on them from behind. It is generally best to ride in a staggered formation. Question 25. Riding at night is usually Option A. easier than riding during the day because you can more easily see the lights of other vehicles. Option B, more difficult than riding during the day because it is harder to see. Option C, not allowed on highways. Option D, less distracting than riding during the day. The correct answer is option B, more difficult than riding during the day because it is harder to see. Explanation: riding safely at night is challenging because it is harder to see and be seen than it is during the day. The absence of normal shadows and light contrasts makes it harder to judge distances. Question 26. Where should a load be placed? Option A, as low as possible. Option B, as high as possible. Option C, behind the rear axle. Option D, on one side of the motorcycle. The correct answer is option A, as low as possible. Explanation: loads should kept low, either fastened securely or in saddlebags. Piling loads against a sissy bar or frame on the back of a seat is dangerous because it can raise the motorcycle's center of gravity and change the balance of the motorcycle. Loads should be equally distributed on both sides of the motorcycle. Question 27. The single most effective thing you can do to improve your chances of surviving an accident is: Option A, wear a helmet. Option B, read books on motorcycle safety. Option C, ask others about how to ride more safely. Option D, watch training videos. The correct answer is option A, wear a helmet. Explanation: the single most important measure you can take to reduce your risk of injury or death in the event of an accident is to wear a helmet. Question 28. When selecting a helmet, it is important that all of the following are true, except Option A, the helmet is DOT compliant. Option B, the helmet looks nice. Option C, the helmet fits snugly. Option D, the helmet does not have any defects. The correct answer is option B, the helmet looks nice. Explanation: to ensure that you have a helmet that will provide the best possible protection, you should choose one that meets U.S. Department of Transportation DOT standards. It should fit snugly all the way around and have no obvious defects, such as cracks, loose padding, or frayed straps. Question 29. Maximum frontline braking is accomplished by: Option A, using the rear brake only. Option B, using the front brake only. Option C, using both brakes. Option D, using the rear brake while downshifting. The correct answer is option C, using both brakes. Explanation: maximum straight-line braking is accomplished by fully applying both the front and rear brakes without locking either wheel. You should always use both brakes every time you slow or stop. Question 30. A face shield should: Option A, allow a clear view to both sides. Option B, prevent air from passing through it. Option C, be tight enough to prevent glasses from fitting underneath it. Option D, should not fasten too tightly. The correct answer is option A, allow a clear view to both sides. Explanation: to be effective, a face shield must be free of scratches, be resistant to penetration, allow clear views to both sides, fasten securely, permit air to pass through, and permit enough room for eyeglasses or sunglasses if needed. Question 31. When stopping: Option A, the rear brake should be applied first. Option B, the front brake should be applied first. Option C, both brakes should be applied at the same time. Option D, only one brake, front or rear, should be used. The correct answer is option C, both brakes should be applied at the same time. Explanation: you should use both brakes every time you slow down or stop. Always apply the brakes simultaneously. Question 32. When selecting footwear, you should choose: Option A, shoes with long heels. Option B, shoes with long laces that cannot be tucked in. Option C, shoes that cover your ankles. Option D, shoes that are made from flimsy materials. The correct answer is option C, shoes that cover your ankles. Explanation: when riding, wear boots or shoes that are high and sturdy enough to cover and support your ankles. Heels should be short so they don't catch on rough surfaces. Laces should be tucked in so they can't catch onto the moving parts of the motorcycle. Question 33. Reflective clothing should: Option A, be worn at night. Option B, not be worn during the day. Option C, never be worn. Option D, not be worn at night. The correct answer is option A. Be worn at night. Explanation. Wear reflective materials to increase your visibility, especially when riding at night. Brightly colored clothing with reflective materials will make you more visible to other road users. Question 34. A plastic, shatter-resistant face shield. Option A is not necessary if you have a windshield. Option B only protects your eyes. Option C helps protect your whole face. Option D does not protect your face as effectively as goggles. The correct answer is option C, helps protect your whole face. Explanation. A plastic, shatter-resistant face shield protects your entire face in a crash. Goggles protect your eyes, but not the rest of your face. A windshield is not an adequate substitute for a face shield or goggles. Question 35. The front brake. Option A should only be used when you need to stop quickly. Option B should be used only under slippery conditions. Option C is not as effective as the rear brake. Option D is safe to use if used properly. The correct answer is option D, is safe to use if used properly. Explanation. Always use both brakes anytime you slow or stop. It is safe to use the front brake, which is more powerful than the rear brake, as long as you use it properly. Question 36. Penalties for riding while impaired may include: Option A, license suspension. Option B, fines. Option C, community service. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above. Explanation. If convicted of a DWI, you may face fines, license suspension, jail time, court costs, legal defense fees, an insurance rate increase, and community service. If you have been drinking, it is best to stay off your motorcycle. Question 37. Normally, you should maintain a following distance of: Option A, 1 second. Option B, 2 seconds. Option C, 3 seconds. Option D, 4 seconds. The correct answer is option B, 2 seconds. Explanation. Under normal conditions, you should allow at least 2 seconds of distance between you and the vehicle ahead of you. Increase your following distance anytime conditions are less than ideal. Question 38. Slippery surfaces can make it difficult to control a motorcycle. Which of the following would be considered a slippery surface? Option A, wet pavement. Option B, a driveway. Option C, dry pavement. Option D, a parking lot. The correct answer is option A, wet pavement. Explanation. Wet pavement, roads covered in loose gravel or sand, muddy, snowy, or icy areas, painted lane markings, and metal covers and plates in the road can be slippery surfaces. Motorcyclists should ride with extra caution when riding over slippery surfaces. Question 39. When riding with a passenger, you should do all of the following except: Option A, ride more slowly than you would normally. Option B, start slowing earlier than you would normally. Option C, increase your following distance. Option D, not communicate with the passenger while riding. The correct answer is option D, not communicate with the passenger while riding. Explanation. Because of a passenger's additional weight, a motorcycle will respond more slowly with a passenger on board than with just one occupant. With a passenger, you should travel a bit more slowly than you normally would, start slowing sooner than you normally would, and increase your following distance. Always warn your passenger of any special conditions ahead. Question 40. When consumed together, the effects of alcohol and drugs. Option A can be more pronounced than when either is consumed alone. Option B can be more pronounced than when either is consumed alone. Option C are usually minimal. Option D are usually minimal. The correct answers are options A and B. Option A can be more pronounced than when either is consumed alone. Option B can be more pronounced than when either is consumed alone. Explanation. Many drugs, including prescription and over-the-counter medications, can impair your ability to ride safely. Some medications become even more dangerous when combined with alcohol.